Good morning. This is White Raptor News Ministries. All praise and glory to the Supreme Spirit of Truth, the Living One, the Author, the Authority, the Writer, the Spirit which moves all things in place, the All, the Almighty, the All you can see and all you cannot see, the Master of the Universe, the Supreme, the Perpetual, the Always in Motion, the Eternal, the Self-Existing One, the Spirit of Truth. Give glory to the Spirit of Truth because truly the Spirit is worth it, is worthy of praise. He's your creator, okay? And we are his creations. And creations should give praise to their creator. You know why I know of God's existence today? Because when you really talk about God, people flee. They hate God. They really do hate God on this plane of existence. They love, it's funny as hell. You can talk to a Christian about God. I've met over the last 3-4 years, 2 or 3 pastors, Christian ministers and stuff. And when you engage with somebody and talk to them about God, especially a minister or a pastor, they shouldn't want to get away from you. They should want to engage with you. But why don't they want to engage with someone like me? Because I'm pointing out their own doctrine and, showing them scriptures that they can't answer. They don't have a real answer to it. So they just got to go on faith. So at that point in time, all they want to do is get away from you as quickly as possible. Here we're at Joshua 19, Simeon's inheritance. The second lot came out for the clan of the tribe of Simeon. Their inheritance lay within the territory of Judah and included Beersheba or Sheba, Moladah, Hazar Shuel, Bala, Ezem, Etalad, Bethel, Hormah, Ziklag, Beth Maccaboth, Hazar Shuha, Beth Lebaoth, and Sharahen, 13 cities along their villages. Ain, Rimmon, Ether, and Ashan, 4 cities along with their villages, and all the villages surrounding these cities as far as Baalath, Beer, Ramah of the Negev. This was the inheritance of the clans of the tribe of Simeon. The inheritance of the Simeonites was taken from the territory of Judah because the share of Judah's descendants was too large for them. So the Simeonites received an inheritance within Judah's portion. Zebulun's inheritance. The third lot came up for the clans of the tribe of Zebulun. The border of their inheritance stretched as far as Sarid. It went up westward to Maralah, reached Dabasheth, and met the brook east of Jokneam. From Sarad, it turned eastward along the border of Chisloth Tabor and went on to Deboreth and up to Japhia. From there, it crossed eastward to Gathalefer and to Eth Kazin. It extended to Rimmon and curved around towards Nea. Then the border circled around the north side of Nea to Hanathon and ended at the valley of Ephatel. It also included Katath, Nehelah, Shimron, Adalah, and Bethlehem. There were 12 cities along with their villages. This was the inheritance of the clans of the tribe of Zebulun, including these cities and their villages. Issachar inheritance. The fourth lot came out of the clan of the tribe of Issachar. Their territories included Jezreel, Jesheloth, Shanum, Hepharim, Shion, Anaharath, Rabbith, Kishion, Abiz, Remeth, En Ganim, En Hadah, and Beth Pazez. The border reached Tabar, Shahamzamah, and Beth Shemesh, and ended at the Jordan. There were 16 cities along with their villages. This was the inheritance of the clan of the tribe of Issachar, including these cities and their villages. Asher's inheritance, the fifth lot out of the clan of the tribe of Asher. Excuse me. The territory included Helkath, Helai, Beton, Ashaph, Alamelech, Amad, and Mishal. On the west, the border touched Carmel and Shihor-Lebnath, then turned eastward towards Beth Dagon, touched Zebulun and the valley of Eph-Tuel, and went north to Beth Amek, and Neiel. Passing Kabul on the left, it went on to Ebron, Rehob, Haman, and Cana, as far as Greater Sidon. The borders then turned back towards Ramah, as far as the fortified cities of Tyre, turned towards Hashah, and came out at the sea in the region of Akzib, Amah, Aphek, and Rohab. There were 22 cities along with their villages. This was the inheritance of the clan of the tribe of Asher, including these cities and their villages. Naphtali's inheritance. The sixth lot came out of the clan of the tribe of Naphtali. Their borders started at Heleph and the great tree of Zananim, passing Adamai, Nekab, and Jabneel, as far as Lukum, and ended at the Jordan. Then the border turned westward to Asnoth, Tabor, and ran from there to Hukok, touching Zebulun on the south side, Asher on the west, and Judah at the Jordan on the east. The fortified cities were Ziddim, Zer, Hamath, Rekath, Chinnereth, Adamah, Ramah, Hazar, Kadesh, Edrei, En Hazor, Iron, Migdal-El, Horam, Beth Anath, and Beth Shemesh. There were 19 cities along with their villages. This was the inheritance of the clans of the tribe of Naphtali, including these cities and their villages. Dan's inheritance. The 7 lots came out of the clan of the tribe of Dan. The territory of their inheritance included Zorah, Eshtaol, Ir Shemesh, Shalabin, Ajalon, Ithla, Elon, Timnah, Ekron, El-Tekeh, I may be pronouncing that incorrectly. Probably pronouncing a lot of these incorrectly, actually. I'm probably slaughtering a lot of these names, forgive me, but I'm giving it an effort. You always got to give at least a C for effort. Gibbethon, Balath, Judah, Benek, Barak, Goth, Rimmon, Me, Jarkon, and Rekon, including the territories across the Joppa. Later, when the territories of the Danites were lost to them, they went up and fought against Leshem, captured it, and put it to the sword. So they took possession of Leshem, settled there, and renamed it after their father Dan. This was the inheritance of the clan of the tribe of Dan, including these cities and their villages. Joshua's inheritance. When they had finished distributing the land into the territories, the Israelites gave Joshua, son of Nun, an inheritance among them, as the Lord had commanded. They gave him the city of Tamath, Zerah, in the hill country of Ephraim, as he requested. He rebuilt the city and settled in it. These are the inheritances that Eleazar, the priest, Joshua, son of Nun, and the heads of the families distributed by lots to the tribe of Israel in Shiloh before the Lord at the entrance of the tent of meetings. So they finished dividing up the land. You know, I understand why people don't really read the entire Bible, because when you get into territories like this, it's not really too exciting. Though the areas, the tribes, and these areas that are being passed out are all in the Middle Eastern area, and war, I'm pretty sure, has always existed. I absolutely know that once those entities that were created on the sixth day of creation, the divinities of the Supreme Spirit, those that fell away from God and sinned against God in spirit. You understand? It's really weird how the Supreme Spirit can make you feel like you're your own person from another person, and they're different from another. But the reality of life is that we're pretty much all alike, and this is what, the music industry tries singing to you, and they try telling you the human race, and there's more to this than a human race, folks. There's a Gentile race, and then there's a human race, and the Gentile and the humans have been crossbreeding, and what they've been breeding out since then is vampires. Now, it's capable for two Hebrew Israelites, those that serve God, to breed out a child that's a demon, and it's possible for two Gentiles to breed out a child that is of God. How did that happen? I believe it happened when the Spirit created that second man, put his Spirit on him, knowing that those Gentiles, knowing that first man, Adam, would come into the garden, try to sway Adam first, and then Eve was created, try to sway and get them to fall from God. But see, those had already sinned against God in spirit. This is why they'll never be able to return. This is the separation. Once you sin in spirit from the Creator, there's no recompense for you. There's no resolve. You never will be attached to Source again. You got to always understand that there's two creation stories going on. Genesis chapter 1, verse 27, Bible Hub. This God that created himself in an image sinned from the Supreme Spirit. This is not the Supreme Spirit. This is Elohim. Elohim is a plural of Eloah, gods in the ordinary sense, but specifically used of the Supreme God. So Israel has their Elohim, and then Gentile have Elohim as well. Elohim are both good and evil, because Elohim, anytime you're talking about plural, you're talking about many, and the word, you just add a Y to man, and you have many. Many man are the plural of Eloah. Keeping this one short, all praise and glory to the Supreme Spirit of Truth. May he place his Spirit upon you so that you know what I teach is true, so that you yourself can find discernment in the words and the craft of this language that we speak. The English language is a two-speak tongue, and you need to start learning these very valuable lessons. Christians, please start opening your eyes and listen to the message. This is White Raptor News Ministries.